Welcome, kyber heads. I think I can get away with saying that today because we are looking at stuff from Crafted Core. Uh, gonna start this off, of course, as the way the crawler showed. Gonna be talking about that latest release. Now I know that there's gonna be one that's coming up as of the 16th, according to posts I've seen from Crafted Core. But this is one of the latest releases, and I know a lot of people have had them for quite a while. Doing some things, trying to kind of get things going for me, better cameras and stuff like that, so that way you guys can actually see the kybers better. I can give you a better view, a better quality video review of these kybers than what I had during my comparison video. I noticed that the quality wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. And as a result of that, I really wanted to make sure that I did you guys justice by allowing you to really see the quality and the beauty of these kybers. So I know it's been a long time coming. I apologize for how long it took. But I wanted to make sure that what I provided you guys on a hopefully weekly basis, if not more often than that. Hopefully I'll get a couple during each week until I can kind of get caught up on all the ones that are out there. Get you guys, videos more often. So let's jump right into it. We're really going to get into today's kyber, which will be the first video, as you can tell, and that is the one from Crafted Core named the Ahsoka versus Vader. Now, for those of you, some of you may know, some of you may not, the Ahsoka versus Vader is part of the Versus series that Chandler and Ryan over at Crafted Core kind of hinted towards, I think, back in February, when they started talking about this kyber. I know we didn't see it until later on. We didn't actually get to see a view of it until May, but they did hint on this kyber and talked about this series they're going to be doing. And this being the number 2 in this series, you'll see the number 1 in a later video that I'll do. But this will be number 2 of the series. And in that Versus series, from my understanding, unless something has changed, and of course, Chandler, if you're watching, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's supposed to be a 5 kyber series that you can purchase with the optional number 6 at a later date. However, the only way that you can get that number 6 kyber is to actually have all five of them, and you have to be able to show proof of either receipt or a picture with all 5 of the kybers in that series. So this was number 2. I know that the first one that came out, which was the Scavenger versus Princess, really hard to find now if you haven't already got one. We'll say that, and to all you guys, I do apologize. I mean, unfortunately, when you really look at it, with these limited run kybers, there's only 200 of them. So, you've got a 1 in 200 chance, I guess, or whatever, of actually getting that kyber, depending on when you may have tried to put that order in. I would suggest to everybody that if you have not yet, watch the release videos, or the release streams, I should say, that Chandler and Ryan put on, because that's when you're going to have that chance to be able to purchase those kybers. Interested to see what's coming up on the 16th. I'm wondering if it's going to be maybe another part of the Versus series. If not, maybe something else that everybody will really like. But I know that Chandler and Ryan are really going to have something good for us. It's going to be exciting to see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this particular kyber. And for those of you, like I said, that have seen it already, you'll know what it looks like. But I want to go into a couple things about that kyber. So here we are. This is the Ahsoka versus Vader. Now, with this one here, if you remember in the pictures, when we first saw this one, it looked like it was mostly blue and black. If you go look at the stock picture, and if you don't know that, you can look in the album section on my Facebook page here and be able to pull up the link to Crafted Core's website to actually look at it if you so choose to. I think this one here is not available anymore. I know that, but I do believe you can go into the collections tab that he has on there and see in order of release. You'll be able to see the information on this kyber. But in looking at this one here, I want to show you how you get that white on here from Ahsoka. We've got the lines, we've got the cracks, we've got the detail. What we don't have, which I'm pleased to say, is we don't have a very noticeable pour spout location, which I know on some kybers has been an issue in the past, being able to see where that pour spout was at. Chandler and some of the other crafters, they've gotten really good at being able to hide that and not make it as noticeable, which is great. I really like how these improvements have started to get better and better over time. If you start watching from when I start doing the rest of the videos, which should be really soon, if you look at the video that I will do on the first release, which was a Skywalker, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I really like how the lines on these, they're all, if I'm not mistaken, hand painted in. The rest of it is the resin, giving you that blue and that white on there. Now, one thing I will do, and you'll have to give me just a second, is a second one. The reason I bought two of them was for this reason, and that is to kind of give you guys a look, comparison wise, to show you all these crafters make these individual. They're all unique. Every single one of them is unique. There's a slight difference. For instance, we're looking at the same faces on these. If you can see here, you've got the face line here on the kybers. You can see the difference in the coloration. You've got a lot more blue with a little bit of white here. You got the white on the crown. This one, you've got a lot of blue here, but you get a lot more white showing up on this, which is great. It shows you the difference in each kyber and how they all will have their own uniqueness. They all have their own characteristics, their personality, if you want to look at it that way. In these, the lines are different. If you look at at how the lines are, they're different on this particular one here than the other one here. Looking at that same face there, you can see this one here on this end, the lines actually have almost an A shape on it, you know, whereas on this one over here, you don't see that. You don't have that same design. It's individual. They're unique. You get a little bit more blue with some blue specks here in the white. As we rotate more, you can see the lines are all different, which really makes these stand out. With that, I mean, that's something that a lot of the crafters that have made this design, and this isn't completely unique to Crafted Core. There are some other crafters out there that do use this cracked design. I think it's one of the best looking designs out there, in my personal opinion. I really love the way it looks because you are able to get the uniqueness in the cracks and the lines inside the kyber. So with that, I mean, it just makes it really nice. When having these two kybers, what I will say is, at some point in the future, I haven't decided to when exactly, but at some point in the future, I will probably be selling one of these. I know right now they're sold out. I don't know when I will sell it. We shall see. The one that we've been looking at here is actually number, if you can see it here, 84 of 200. I got sequential numbers. I got number 83 as well, which is this one here. So the one we've been reviewing, the one you've seen the most of, number 84 will be the one that, if I let one go, will be the one I let go. Just because for me, you know, of course, I want to keep the lower number. But with that being said, I will either sell it, I don't know. I may offer it on a different stream as a prize. I haven't decided yet, but we shall see. Regardless of that, in the future, we will get more videos that'll have this kind of stuff in there. So I do thank you for your time. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time like I've done before on videos. So, you know, we're going to keep these kind of short and sweet. But thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please, you know, subscribe to the channel, hit that little link down there with the little bell if you're watching this on YouTube, so you'll get notifications when I put a new video up. If you're on my Facebook page, go ahead and give me a like if you don't mind. That way you'll also be able to see when I release more videos and help me out in being able to make these happen for you more and more. So with that, I will say thank you, appreciate it, and may the force be with you always.